This is IMT News.
देखती आंखों सुनते कानों, आपको रक्षांदा जाहिद का सलाम। आप देख रहे हैं IMT न्यूज फ्रॉम लंदन। मिनिस्टर फॉर द इंडो पैसिफिक एंड द यूके लेबर गवर्नमेंट सीमा मल्होत्रा MP की जानिब से कम्युनिटी नेटवर्क रिसेप्शन का इनेकाद, इत्तेहाद और बाहिमी रवाबित पर जोर। हॉन्सलो बरतानिया सीमा मल्होत्रा MP ने क्रैनफोर्ड कम्युनिटी कॉलेज में कम्युनिटी नेटवर्क रिसेप्शन का इनेकाद किया, जिसमें मुख्तलिफ शोबा हाय जिंदगी, सकाफतों और कम्युनिटीज से ताल्लुक रखने वाले अफराद ने शिरकत की। तकरीब का बुनियादी मकसद मुख्तलिफ पस मंजर रखने वाले लोगों को एक दूसरे से मुतारिफ कराना, बाहिमी रवाबित मजबूत बनाना और कम्युनिटी के अंदर इत्तेहाद को फरोग देना था। अपने खिताब में सीमा मल्होत्रा ने अपनी जिंदगी के सफर का जिक्र करते हुए कहा कि वो कम उम्री से ही अवामी खिदमत और कम्युनिटी के लिए काम करती आ रही हैं और उन्होंने लोगों को एक प्लेटफॉर्म पर इकट्ठा करना हमेशा इनकी तरजीह रही है। उन्होंने इस बात पर जोर दिया कि चाहे हमारा मजहब, सकाफत, कौमियत या पेशा कुछ भी हो, हम सब एक ही कम्युनिटी का हिस्सा हैं। उन्होंने कहा कि ऐसी तकरीबात मुख्तलिफ पस मंजर से ताल्लुक रखने वाले अफराद को एक दूसरे को समझने, ख्यालात का तबादला करने और मुस्तकबिल में मिलकर काम करने के मौके फराहम करती है। इस मौके पर शुरा ने मुख्तलिफ कम्युनिटी रहनुमाओं, समाजी तंजीमों, कारोबारी शख्सियात और रजाकारों से मुलाकात की, जिससे नए रवाबित कायम हुए और बाहमी ताउन के इम्कानात पैदा हुए। तकरीब के इख्तिताम पर सीमा मल्होत्रा ने इस अज़्म का इजहार किया कि एक मजबूत, मुत्तहिद और हम आहंग मुआशरे की तश्कील जरूरी है कि हर फर्द अपनी बरादरी के साथ जुड़कर दूसरों के साथ ताउन और जज्बे के एहतराम को फरोग दे। आइए देखते हैं ये रिपोर्ट।
Multicultural Centre, but it is done so much with the love and support that we extend and the hand of friendship to each other. So tonight is a chance for us to also say thank you to you, and that comes from all of us, and to also say a thank you to our sponsors and supporters tonight who have helped make today happen, including Universal Fortunes, Right at Home, Cool Cakes, Priya's, DBK, Just Karen, we've got Calvin who is here, Parmodcad and his work in the temple as well. Many of you who have been part of making sure that we could have this event for all of you. But let me just first also say a few words about the national government, in which I have been incredibly proud to serve over the last 2 years. In the Home Office as the Minister for Migration and Citizenship, and currently in the Foreign Office as the Minister for the Indo-Pacific and for Growth, and as a Minister for Equalities. I have been proud that in our first 2 years we have brought stability to our economy. We have seen 6 interest rates cuts since July 2024, and I know for local families that has absolutely brought down the stress and the strain of how people were going to pay their mortgages and their rents at the end of the month. And once again, I can see that we are an outward-facing nation, much stronger on the world stage and a trusted voice in the international community. A trusted voice on Ukraine, a trusted voice on the Strait of Hormuz and the coordinating efforts that we have been part of with France and coordinating over 40 countries to work together to keep the commercial shipping lanes open and safe, and to keep our global economy and supply chains moving. Things that have a major impact, not just on our economy, but on economies across the world that I visit in my role as a minister. And we are also resetting our relationship with the European Union. And yesterday we also marked the day that the India Free Trade Agreement came into force. Last week we also, for those of you who are environmentalists, you may be excited to know, we ratified the Biodiversity Beyond National Jurisdiction Act at the United Nations, so that with that agreement ratified, the UK is now able to play its part on ocean protection and safeguarding, vital for our climate and also for our food and livestock. And with our marine scientists continuing to lead the way. And it is a bill that I am proud to have taken through Parliament, through something that was a surprise to me when I went into the Foreign Office, that I also was the Minister for Oceans. And it makes perfect sense when you look at a world map, because alongside the land masses, there's the ocean. And we also need to take responsibility for that, not just with what we do with our own waters, but also for how we work together as an international community across the world. But this week I'm also proud to have led the launch of our Equal Pay consultation, and that will run for 15 weeks, and you are all welcome to participate. And also the Race Equality Engagement Group that is chaired by Baroness Doreen Lawrence, which I set up, had its first year report also launched this week, with vital work going on to tackle race inequalities in health, in the justice system, in business, in the economy and in education. And I'm incredibly proud of the work that they are doing. But our focus also has to recognise that what we do abroad matters very much for what happens here at home. Tackling the climate crisis, attracting inward investment, building industry and defence links between our nations and our people. And just a few weeks ago, I visited GE Aerospace, not far from here in Cranford. They are manufacturing world-class jet engines here in our community and working with government on how we support their sales abroad. Growing opportunity and building links between our schools, our community, our health service, our community organisations, our art and history, our faith groups. This is a matter for all of us. And I am grateful to have so many of you represented here today. And I'm also pleased to see Rivers, Reach, as well as Logic and Cranford and Woodbridge Park having their representatives. And I also want to thank some of our other civic leaders. We have the Parent and Carer Forum here with Chaitan, and I also want to recognise the Mayor, who will be speaking shortly, our councillors, Shantanu Rajawat, who will be on his way, Samir Chowdhury, Ajay Verawal, Preetam Verawal, Pamela Rodriguez, and also some of our former councillors who still do incredible work. Emma Yates, Farah Kamran, Kuldeep Turk, Rashid Bhatti, Shaila Meban, Hanif Khan, and there may well be others. I'm grateful to you all for your civic leadership in our community. And while it is a step-by-step process, I am also really proud that new investment is starting to reach our community. After cuts of over 60% to the council grant, and we all saw what that did over many years, Hounslow Council is over 3 years to pay for core services. And that's incredibly important because it has recognised that where there is need to rebuild our public services, and there is clear demand for that, the council has made the case, and I'm proud that the government has responded to that with us. And Cranford Community College has received some funds from the Department for Education's Condition Improvement Fund. Little Park Surgery in Feltham and Skyways Medical Centre have received money through the Primary Care Utilisation and Modernisation Fund, and are looking to expand clinical capacity within existing building footprints. And you will also see some changes from the 1.5 million that we've received from the Pride in Places Impact Fund, funding a Feltham Walk of Fame, improvements to Hounslow West shopfronts, and improvements to the Way Avenue allotment in Cranford. So that, alongside the support for upgrading the Feltham Family Hub to Best Start Family Hub, schools, 3 schools in our local area receiving free breakfast clubs from September, and the child benefit changes that we may not see it on the surface, but will impact the lives of 4,000 children in Feltham and Heston. And we should remember why this is important, and it is important for what I see day in, day out, and what many of us here, and I thank the police for also being here, and some of the community groups, Rise and Thrive and others, we are working very closely to reduce the risk of young people going into crime. It's taking steadfast and dedicated work to join up services and people, and to do all we can to extend a hand of friendship to young people who themselves are living under huge anxiety, but also huge risk of exploitation. And actually poverty is a big driver of that risk. And on the index of multiple deprivation of 296 English local authorities, with one being the most deprived, Hounslow ranks overall 82nd. So there is a huge amount of deprivation here when you look at the national picture. And some neighbourhoods in Feltham and Heston are also ranked amongst the deprived 20% in England. And I'm grateful to many of our colleagues, and Adesh is also here, who I'm working with in Bedford, and Hina, great to see you here as well, also former councillor. But it is why we must look to our families and grow our economy and opportunities in all the ways that we can. So tonight, I hope, as well as enjoying each other's company, you are all good company, if anyone was in doubt, you, I think, will recognise how much we can look to each other to extend the power of our community networks for change. Building a community network that is a base of resilience from which comes hope and prosperity. Getting to know people that you wouldn't normally meet. Being in a room where, whatever your background, whatever your job, you're all equal as a member of our community. Where young and old form intergenerational bonds, which all too often we miss today. A place where strangers can become friends, and friends together become agents for change. And I would greatly encourage you to visit our stalls, and my gratitude to Jane and Tony Frejon for their inspirational work with the Felton History Group, and their work with us on the International Women's Day event, and also the Hounslow Women's Conference that a number of us are now working to set up for the 3rd of October. Thank you also to Action Break Silence for their incredible and powerful message of building a world free from male violence against women, whose self-defense classes I was honoured to also attend, who do amazing work in primary schools, secondary schools, and in community events. And I would strongly encourage you to take advantage of their expertise and build your relationships with them. Thank you also to Navdeep and the Heston Action Group, and also for that incredible work that you do, Navdeep, with the National Park City as chair of that, working with the Mayor of London. And Hounslow's Promise, with Aisha and Kalia here, a charitable initiative that actually Kevin was a very important part of helping establish. Its philosophy is simple, that every young person should be valued and all young people should be supported to accomplish their goals, and that no young person should be left behind. We want to provide our young people with opportunities to grow, to help others, to be leaders and be proud citizens, supported by their communities, who in turn know how to be able to give something back. We are recruiting community mentors, so if you do want to spare a couple of hours a month, please do share your details today. And for FAB, who we are fundraising for tonight, who do incredible work in Hounslow. I will actually share a story that my community engagement began when I was 13 years old, many years ago as a student at the Green School, with FAB, who I volunteered with over the summer on their Hounslow Play scheme. I learned how to work with people with young people with disabilities, and I learned how important it was for us to be in one community together. Those experiences, those skills, that learning that I absorbed when I was a teenager has been what has driven my community life, and in turn my political and professional life. And I'm grateful to them and their predecessor organisations for that, and their commitment to making life better and more inclusive for all. So I want all of you to support them today by buying raffle tickets. We have raffle ticket sellers who will go around the room. Great items tonight. And I want to thank you all for being here and be contributing to each other's efforts too. I'm now also delighted to welcome our Cranford student, Alicia Pereira-Habibo, who is going to join us to sing Dream a Little Dream of Me. Thank you very much.
Dream a little dream of me.
that we really, really pleased as well that we also have the Hounslow Disability Network here as well. So thank you very much. And Gisela, I didn't see you as well, so great to have you here. And I will also say, because it is a big week, there is a photograph here with Sir Keir Starmer, and that was taken. And over to Seema.
Thank you, Alicia, for that wonderful performance. I would now like to welcome to the stage the leader of Hounslow Council, Councillor Shantanu Rajawat, to say a few words on our beloved community.
Well, a very good evening, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here. Isn't Sarah doing a fantastic job? Good round of applause, Sarah. And as we know, Sarah's from Logic Studios, and it's been a great pleasure to have Logic in a couple of times to House and more to continue there. An inquisitive bunch, and they really want to know about what goes on in the town hall, which is to the benefit of everyone. Thank you, Seema, for organising this community network reception, which brings together us all to celebrate our community groups and volunteers who make a difference in our local area in Feltham and Heston and the wider community of Hounslow. And you are absolutely congratulated, Seema, for bringing such a diverse network together. It's great to see all of you here. Tonight we have over 100 senior leaders, activists from local community organisations, businesses, schools, GPs, police teams, faith groups, charities, and councillors. Councillors, raise your hand. If you're a councillor, raise your hand. You can see one there, one there, one there, and the mayor, of course, and one at the back there. Yep, brilliant. So bring together the wider community. And the network's been woven through this community to create the rich and diverse fabric of Hounslow Borough and its neighbourhoods. Has seen us come together to protect our beloved parks and greenery, support the youth of Hounslow, and keep our streets safe, and so much more. I'd like to thank you all for the job that you do. In the coming week, the council will be launching its corporate plan for the next 4 years, and partnership is something that's woven all through it. And coming to this event and others really reminds you of the strength of our partnerships and how much that we can achieve together, because as a council, we can't do everything. As voluntary groups, you can't do everything. Together, we can achieve something really powerful. The evening is also an opportunity to bring people in the community together and build new connections and then local networks, and to bring about more opportunities to work together and make a difference in the lives of local residents and improve our local area. All the proceeds from the raffle go to the Hounslow Fab, so please do dig deeply. They create an inclusive space in our community for people of all abilities and hold sports, arts and life skills sessions. They're currently raising money to fund a coach trip to Derbyshire. So please do dig deep, do make networks, have conversations. My challenge to you this evening is talk to one person that you don't know already. We always talk to people that we do know, but talk to one person that you don't know. You will learn something new and something brilliant about this borough that we all call home. So please do enjoy the evening. And it's now my immense pleasure to be able to introduce the Mayor of the London Borough of Hounslow, Councillor Ranjit Gill.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, the leader of the council, Rajawat, for introducing me, and thank you to Seema for bringing us all together at this event, which is amazing to see so many of them here, and talented people singing and music. What else could one ask for? And thank you also to Sarah for your fantastic comparing of the evening. It's so fantastic to see young people stepping forward, you and future leaders. Hopefully one day you'll be a leader too. It's a real pleasure to join all of you tonight at this Feltham and Heston Community Network reception. As the Mayor of Hounslow, it's a real honour to stand in a room that reflects the very best of our borough of people who deeply care about their community and who are committed to improving it. Feltham, Haston, Cranford and Hounslow are communities shaped by incredible diversity. As you know, Hounslow is a very diverse borough, and it's so great to see such diversity here today. Families with roots stretching back decades along those who have made Hounslow their home more recently. We have world-class businesses at our doorstep, some of the London's busiest transport links passing through this borough, and neighbourhoods that retain a strong sense of identity and belonging. And I know from my 40 years as a resident of Hounslow and my 8 years as a councillor, and now the 9th year, of course, and my 7 weeks of being a mayor. As you know, I only got elected in 26th of May, so I'm new to this job, but really enjoying it and meeting so many wonderful people and charities. So it's a great honour. So this makes a remarkable contribution made in Feltham and Heston and across Hounslow by our local community organisations, businesses, schools, GP practices, police teams, and faith groups and charities. Of course, there are a lot of faith groups here. I recognise a few. So I would like to say, on behalf of the borough, thank you for everything you do, for the generosity you show, and for the commitment you continue to give Feltham and Heston. Whether you are supporting young people, protecting green spaces, keeping our streets safe, improving health, organising festivals, maintaining places of worship, or simply making our neighbourhood a little friendlier. And you are contributing to something bigger than yourself. So please continue to do so, because every little helps. I hope you would enjoy the rest of the evening and make some new friends and connections and leave with at least one new idea. So thank you all. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Mayor, for your words and for being here this evening. Next up, we are delighted to hear from Debbie Barnett from Hounslow Fab, who will tell us about the brilliant Hounslow Fab and what they are raising money for this evening. Please welcome Debbie.
So I'm Debbie, I am the manager of Hounslow Fab and also manage Hounslow Youth Centre, which many people don't know, seem to know where we are, but we are in Hounslow. This is Michael, who is our vice chair, and Hannah actually happens to be here this evening. She's one of our participants, and you may have seen her flying down the slippery slide a minute ago on one of the slides.
They go all day.
Yeah, they have a great time.
I get wet in my car.
You do get wet. So Hounslow Fab, we're a charity for young people with disabilities over the age of 15, although many of our members are in their late 20s. We can't seem to get rid of them, so they stay on with us.
They're the same pay.
Yes. Hounslow Fab's been running since the 70s, so we've been running for a long, long time. We are affiliated with Fab National, but we're a charity in our own right. So we're raising money. We are off on a residential trip to
Next
Derbyshire.
Sunday.
Next Sunday.
I'm counting down.
You are counting down. Everybody's counting
No,
down.
I like that whole day.
We're taking 15 young people. It's called Duke's Barn Outdoor Activity Centre in Beeley in Derbyshire. It's a fantastic place. It's a home from home for us. We've been going there for about 18 years. It's fully adapted. They feed us well. We do
Eat
all
healthy.
sorts of eat healthy. Yeah. All sorts of activities: abseiling, caving, rock climbing. The slippery slide is one of the favourites, where they slide down a hill, a soapy slide. So yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity for young people. They make new friends. They'll overcome fears, doing activities that they may never have done before. So the raffle tonight, it's just amazing for us. Is raising money for an adapted coach for us to take our young people, so they've got the space. to take us up to Derbyshire. So, and all our staff, we have a lot of staff.
Too many.
Yeah, we do have a lot, don't we? So, Hannah, do you want to say anything? Are you good?
Yeah, I like them all day.
She likes holiday. I think they all do. So,
Getting Michael back.
we and staff tend to go back year after year, so I think we like it too. So,
They're more fun.
so we do have a lot of fun. So thank you ever so much tonight for, if you would love to have a go at the raffle, we'd be very, very appreciative. So thank you.
Sounds like an amazing time in Derbyshire. Don't forget to buy your raffle tickets, everyone, so you can help Hounslow Fair get to Derbyshire. And thank you also to the kitchen, Open Kitchen, who are here tonight. And I would like to encourage you all to check out the fantastic stalls in the middle of the hall and enjoy refreshments at the back. Thank you.
Rakshinda Zahid, IMT News, London.